Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the 2025 Stanford Vaccine Symposium. The room is not yet filled, but as the day moves on, I'm sure we'll have many more people. There are more people registered for this meeting than we could accommodate. So hopefully all these seats will be filled. So first of all, I'd like to welcome all of you and our speakers who have come from afar and near. We decided to organize a symposium on the topic of vaccines because not only is it very timely, but it's a topic that many of us at Stanford have really focused on over the last few years. And at our institute, the Immunology Institute of Immunity, Transplantation and Infection, the study of vaccines is a major focus for us. It's not exclusively vaccines, but certainly understanding how vaccines stimulate immune memory in humans. This is a really essential theme of one of the research programs that we have. And more broadly, I think vaccines have really entered a sort of the second golden age, if you will. And you might be wondering, why is it second? Well, I mean, what was the first golden age? And the first golden age, of course, goes back more than 225 years ago with Jenner giving the cowpox vaccine. But since that time, there's been huge innovations in vaccines, vaccine platforms, as you'll hear from many of the speakers today. But what's happened in the last 10, 15 years or so is that there's been a confluence of amazing technologies in structural biology, human immunology, the bioengineering and so on. And all of these have sort of converged into what we call the second golden age of vaccines. And so that is the subject of this symposium that we're all here to discuss. Now, I'd also like to thank a number of people who've really been quite pivotal in helping organize this. Firstly, my co-organizers, Taya Wang and Mark Davis, to help shape the program, wonderful program. And then also to Dean Miner and the School of Medicine for being so supportive of ITI and helping organize the symposium. But most importantly, to the ITI staff who really carried the burden of organizing this. So let me say Margaret Truong, who's here, somewhere here. Right from the get-go to where we are today, it was really her doing. I mean, she basically sent out the invitations and helped organize the program and so on. And then Ryoko Golston and Michelle Fan and so many others have really been quite pivotal. So I think this symposium is about debate and discussion. So I really encourage you, particularly the younger trainees, to ask questions. Don't be shy. No question is a stupid question. I mean, sometimes what you might think are stupid questions can turn out to be the most insightful questions. So please be bold, ask questions. It's a wonderful opportunity. You have world-leading experts on vaccines who have joined us. And so with that, let's begin. I should like to say our Dean Miner has very kindly to introduce the meeting and welcome you. Sadly, he had to be taken away on an emergency meeting this morning, so he's recorded his welcome remarks, but he will be joining us during lunchtime. So with that, let's begin, and please join me in watching Dean Miner. So I have to do this thing here. Let me see.
Good morning, and welcome to the Stanford Vaccine Symposium. I want to thank Dr. Vali Pulendran and his team for organizing this event. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to participate and wish I could join you in person. Vali, your leadership of the Stanford Medicine Institute for Immunity, Transplantation and Infection is inspiring. In a little over a year as director, you've accelerated the group's excellence and you're expanding its impact on public health and the treatment of infectious diseases here and around the world. Today's program will take you to the cutting edge of vaccine science, an evolving field that requires multidisciplinary teams working together to research and discover the most effective treatments for the most threatening diseases of our time. In the last 50 years, the research and development of vaccines have prevented life-threatening diseases and infections in approximately 150 million children, according to a recent study. It's an extraordinary achievement, one made possible by the shared commitment of scientists and clinicians globally, including those gathered for today's symposium. Few can claim to have had as profound an impact on global health as those who develop vaccines. Everyone here today is helping advance that work through public engagement, collaboration, and high potential discoveries that help us better understand why and how vaccines work. I hope today allows you to appreciate the many successes of your field and to forge new connections that keep this momentum strong. Thank you all, and have a great symposium.